Hello, welcome back to From Soft Serve. Today we have a wonderful video of something I've been wanting to do for months, I guess. Ever since I started modding Dark Souls and I had the idea of like adding grass to the game, I was like, well, Duke's Archives needs it maybe more than any other location. Like Darkroot Garden is up there too, but it has like foliage, like there already was foliage. But this was an area where like you had the trees and you just had nothing else. I mean, there were like rocks, and then you'll see like this little leafy thing. They had like a little bit of those, but that's it. And so now I've added grass. So much grass. I think the title of this video is going to be like, I literally spent countless hours and placing hundreds at least of these grass meshes because each one is like this little circle, and I added it and rotated it. The X and Y and Z coordinates and just because I didn't want them to look like they were in a tile pattern, so I was constantly rotating, and then the different height, and then so I wanted it to look natural. And because I did it in no particular order, and you have to do it for like the hills and make sure, because basically I never wanted the grass to look like it was floating. And so you kind of have to get creative. Okay, good. I can't come up here. And I think it's pretty awesome. I'm not done adding grass, to be honest. Ooh, how did I not grab this item? Oh my god. Let's put that shit on. Okay, I clearly do not go over here very often. I don't know if I've ever worn this. I think I've just seen it. Crystalline. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually worn this shit. I just got it and went, well, yeah, I've never worn this before. Alright, cool. Oh, I don't know why that guy looks weird. I think I might need to look at his light settings. But yeah, so here's what it used to look like. Flat geometric ground, just flat. And they have the texture of like, hey, there's grass here. And then it was flat and there was nothing. So obviously in this area, if you haven't watched the previous 500 videos, which I don't blame anyone for not, this area I had stripped out the baked lighting a long time ago because this area was basically all dark and there wasn't really a good reason for it. They were just using a baked shadow map that was just all dark. And so even though there's like sun, although I replaced the sky and I've done a bunch of stuff to upgrade, in my opinion, Duke's Archives. And so yeah, you now have this wonderful sick ass foliage, if you will. I've also gone around and modified the buildings, like their light code. And so now it's a little bit differently colored from where it was in the mod prior. I also did some bug fixes on the outside. They were rendering stuff that was on the inside that was clipping through because of how FromSoft had placed them. Really annoying. Now you can see this one's still clipping through. Kind of weird. I have the correct draw groups on it to only render it on the inside, theoretically. But it's still kind of showing through. But that's how they designed it, is that's the standard location. And I'm like, why would you make the bookshelf stick through the mesh like that? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just design it so it doesn't clip through? And so they set up basically where these bookshelves only render on the inside. Well, okay, well, why wouldn't you just place them in the right spot so that you didn't have that problem and you could still render them on the inside? Sure, great, whatever. But if there's an error, well, now it just renders this ass-looking thing on the outside. It's so strange. I don't know. I'm figuring out a lot of goofy shit like that. I also messed with the collisions, so the inside now looks darker and more correct, as before it looked kind of assy. And I don't know. This isn't my favorite area to work on, so I don't mess with it that often. Also, I think I fucked up all the chests. I don't know how or why, but like you open them and there's nothing in them anymore. And then when you reload the area, you can open them again. So I'll have to look at that. This is the weird map piece, this little section here. And it basically looks different no matter what you do. There's just some goofy shit with this Fiverr file that handles this. And Prepare to Die, it's fine. But here, it just looks like ass. I mean, it looks fine, whatever, but it's different, and I don't like it. And you can't even see it in DS Map Studio. It's just, it's one of those busted ass meshes. And, but yeah, then I was also messing around with the shadow destination or shadow source, and I messed with the interior lighting. So now I think it's a lot more, you bitch ass. You are the worst up there, by the way. You're the worst. I'm this close to deleting you. I have that power. I brought you in. Well, I didn't bring you into this world, but I can sure as hell take you out. You make modding this area really annoying. I know I could turn off the enemies, but you know. Oh, I forgot I had light coming through here. Oh shit. Okay, I must have had something still shadow casting. But yeah, I basically turned off like shadow casting and most shadow destination because there's no light coming in. The floor is shadow destination. That's right. Because I wanted this. I wanted this light coming in to hit the floor. I was a real bitch to do it, though. This is a funny glitch. I think I showed it in the previous video. It's really weird. Yeah, so like it's invisible on this side, but then it's visible here. I think it's a DS Remastered thing because I haven't moved anything, and it's set to the standard like draw group that, and obviously it's like right here. It's this mesh. It's really strange. So I'll have to like get creative in Blender and just like cut that out. It's really weird. I don't remember seeing that in my previous playthroughs. But yeah, I think Duke's Archives is actually looking really good right now. And the depth of field is working really well. And I think it's looking pretty okay. I don't think it's earth shattering. And like my mod, the interior environments are not going to be the focus as much because the benefits of my mod are usually like seeing things from a far distance, right? Or adding dynamic shadows. And when you're in the interior, it's a lot harder to do that effectively to really showcase anything. So yeah, small updates for Duke's Archives. It needed some TLC. That was my own fault for basically letting it languish a little bit. I just don't like this area really. So I haven't spent a whole lot of time. But, it's kind of surprising. I haven't noticed any performance issues, even though I've added like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of grass meshes. Kind of crazy. But is what it is. I think just as a little small extra, we will go to Undead Parish. Since we're on the topic, this episode is like a little grass update of like, hey, I placed a shit ton of grass. It was a lot of work. So it's not a ton of interesting behind the scenes, like my usual videos, but, Oh yeah, there's still performance issues over here. Not entirely sure why. I think oh my god, yeah, it's real bad down in Undead Parish. Yeah, I gotta look into that. I'm assuming I don't know. Yeah, none of it is like geometrically dense. So, Oh, so it's when I'm looking this way. Yeah, I can even hear my graphics card go, oh shit. No, that might be my CPU, to be honest. Alright, let's switch on different armor. Elite Knight? Hell yeah, dog. Yeah, see, then it goes back to 60. So I don't know. What is it rendering? Must be rendering something crazy. Let's do Elite Knight. Let's take off our crystalline. Oh, still fat. Or mid-rolling? Come on. Okay. Alright, baby. Oh, it's looking back. Oh, I think it's looking this way. Frame rate drops. Okay. Interesting. Duly noted. What's up, dog? How's it going? Yeah, we're gonna head this way. I think I'll be able to get there effectively. Oh yeah, I forgot to raise the blue level a bit in this level. That was my next, because I got, I asked about that in the previous video, and most people were like, yeah, maybe boost the blue level a bit. Oh yeah, we still have the Colosseum. Love to see it. Oh, actually, the reflection is. What the fuck is that reflecting? That's weird. Okay, that's strange. I meant to move that Colosseum. I'm gonna get back to that. Oh, I gotta add. Shit, I gotta add grass to the Royal Garden as well. Okay, I'll put that on the back burner. That's not, that's not top priority. And so yeah, if we run this way, no performance issues over this way. It's just, I guess maybe I finally hit my render limit. I was wondering when I would actually like fucking run into that. Oh, you get iframes? How dare you? Iframes are only for me. I am the player character. Oh, grass. I place more grass in Darkroot. Okay, you know what? Miyazaki? Oh, I didn't have Estus Flask on. Oh my god. Okay, it's a bang bus. It's a bang bus situation. If I were fast rolling, it'd be game over. Oh no, I meant Estus Flask. You know what I meant. Oh, look at that swipe. Got him. Okay, let's be true beef jerky. Yeah. Oh, floating grass. Oh shit. Ooh, wait. Really? Oh, maybe it's this character that hadn't grabbed that item. Well, alright. Yeah, I gotta mess with the reflection plane set from this collision, so the water here can look less assy, because it doesn't look great. You can actually move the sword and it is reflecting. Yeah, the reflection plane is actually currently set to reflect me. I need to change it to, which looks kind of weird. That is an odd. Okay, let me take a screenshot of that. That's good. I'll put that on Twitter. But yeah, check out Darkroot Garden with dynamic grass. I think it's pretty sick. And it fits in really well, actually, the coloring. I was not sure how that was going to look, but it actually looks pretty sick. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Okay, well, I hadn't looked up from that angle. God damn it. Yeah, I've been getting bug reports of, yeah, I knew that one's see-through. The mountain range, God forbid from Soft Made this mountain not have giant goddamn holes in it. I'm like, dude, that saved barely anything in terms of rendering. That was not worth it. I also put grass down there, but I think I'll die if I try to jump. But yeah, this is just a quick look. This is one of the more boring episodes, I think. It's just, hey, I'm adding grass. There's not really any cool technical thing. It's just laborious, and I fixed the origin point for these meshes, so it's a lot easier to place them and place them correctly without them looking like straight ass. So yeah, if you enjoyed this quick look at floating fucking grass and mod progress, maybe like the video, maybe subscribe, maybe share the video with Dark Souls homies that we don't know yet. And they can join the crew of people that like these weird Dark Souls ASMR chill vibe modding streams. And yeah, so praise the sun. Let me know what you think. Do you like dynamic grass added to these areas? Darkroot Garden will now be an official garden with grass. And Duke's Archives, I still think, is probably the best example of, oh my god, it needed grass. And that's even one I had noticed when I played the game previously. Darkroot Garden I was pretty fine with. I didn't really care about it. I was like, oh, this looks great. But Duke's Archives, I immediately was like, ooh, they ran at their render budget clearly was exhausted when they were working on that area, and they just went, well, we have trees. Let's make the texture look like it has grass, and then that's all we can afford. We can't afford anything else. So I don't blame them for that. I think they were rendering the crystals and then the big buildings, and then they had their really fake, awful-looking distant Anor, but there was a lot going on there. And then the enemies, and then the crystal golems, and I think they just had enough where they were like, dude, we've hit the limit. Of course, I don't know, but that's my theory, is that's why there's no grass or anything, when they could have. Son of a bitch. Wait. The hell did I just find? Huh. Oh, there's one grass piece that's a little goofy. All right, duly noted. Add it to the list. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. And I hope you're grossly incandescent, as per usual. Thank you for watching.